Clinician will assume neutral position. Clinician will adjust patient to a neutral position. Okay, clinician will move light to see working area. Clinician will acquire mirror in non-dominant hand and periodontal probe with appropriate modified pin grasp in dominant hand. Clinician will acquire appropriate fulcrum positioning for working on tooth number 30. Insert the working end of the probe at the distal buccal line angle of tooth number 30. Keep the side of the working end of the probe parallel to and in contact with the tooth. Gently slide the probe under the gingival margin while keeping the working end of the probe in contact with the tooth to feel the soft tissue base, the junctional epithelium. Initiate a series of short bobbing strokes towards the distal buccal surface. Walk the probe into the distal surface until it reaches the contact area. Tilt the probe so that the tip reaches just below the contact area. Gently press downward to touch the soft tissue base of the sulcus. Take the reading. This is the distal buccal site reading. Insert the probe at the distal buccal line angle of tooth number 30 in preparation for assessing the buccal surface. Make a series of short bobbing strokes across the buccal surface towards the mesial buccal surface. Notate readings throughout this step and record the deepest pocket assesses the buccal reading. Reinsert the probe at the mesial buccal line angle to get ready for assessment of the mesial reading. Keep the side of the working end of the probe parallel to and in contact with the tooth at all times. Walk the probe in short bobbing strokes into the mesial surface until it reaches the contact area. Tilt the probe so the tip reaches just below the contact area. Gently press downward to touch the soft tissue base of the sulcus. Take the reading. This is the mesial buccal site reading. Remove the probe from the site and remove from the mouth. Remove the mirror from retracting the patient's right cheek. Rotate the tympanoid as prompting the patient to turn his or her head towards you. It's on the tight. Okay. Place your mirror to the lingual of number 30 to utilize as indirect vision. Acquire appropriate fulcrum and positioning for working on tooth number 30 with your dominant hand. Insert the working end of the probe at the mesial lingual line angle of tooth number 30. Keep the side of the working end of the probe parallel to and in contact with the tooth. Keep the working end of the probe in contact with the tooth as it slides down below the gingival margin, pressing down to touch the soft tissue base. Initiate a series of short bobbing strokes towards the mesial surface. Walk the probe into the mesial surface until it touches the contact area. Tilt the probe so that the tip just reaches below the contact area. Gently press downward to touch the soft tissue base of the sulcus. Take the reading. This is the mesial lingual site reading. Reinsert the probe at the mesial lingual angle of tooth number 30 in preparation for assessing the lingual surface. Make a series of short bobbing strokes across the lingual surface towards the distal lingual surface. Notate readings through this step and record the deepest pocket assessed as a lingual reading. Reinsert the probe at the distal lingual line angle to get ready for assessment of the distal lingual reading. Walk the probe in short bobbing strokes into the distal lingual surface until it reaches the contact area. Tilt the probe so that the tip reaches just below the contact area. Gently press downward to touch the soft tissue base of the sulcus. Take the reading. This is the distal lingual site reading. Okay.